Alright, this will finish this series as far as to the exploding ashtray and the poltergeist investigation. Okay, for our next test we're going to use the POS 270, or what is also commonly referred to as candy glass. This was sent to me by you guys, and it's coming out of the paper and it's cracked and broken. There's all kinds of flaws in it. You will be able to see. Turn it over. This is very tender stuff. You can see bubbles and all kinds of things in it. So this is not even, you know. This is very easy. It will shatter, guaranteed. We will be doing the air ram on it. Stay tuned. Alright, this is candy glass with air ram. And 3, 2, 1. In 3, 2, 1. You will notice that the pieces did not break like the glass did. Or this is the candy glass. Candy glass always breaks in bigger pieces. It does not break in smaller pieces like tempered glass or any other kind of glass, basically. Usually in long shards like this, you can actually see. It also has a different weight to it. You can see how it busted a piece compared to the other pieces that shattered into very tiny, small pieces like on the ground. Alright, for the next one we're going to do a pyrotechnical charge. I had to bring in the wizard, crossing frame, Pat Henderson. He likes blowing things up. Rolling again.
Okay. On 1, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Wow. This is the way it was done. It was used with a nail gun, what's called a nail gun, and it was laid directly in the top of the ashtray itself, like so, with the wires that went out and down into beside the bar well, and the rubber pad that went into the bar well, down in that area, and went to another receiver, and then the fellow walked by with a remote and fired this, and what it did is there's an explosive charge in here that pushes the nail out like so, and this goes into the glass to break it. This is called a nail gun or a glass breaker, and only professional pyrotechnicians or special effects people that work in movies and television would have one of these. I happen to know the guy that had one of these that actually used to belong to us. He worked for us and accidentally put it in his pocket or whatever happened. And he used to live in that area. And he used to be a big cheesehead fan. And that bar, Culver's Bar, is the big cheesehead, or the Michigan or Wisconsin or whatever the hell they are. Let's see, it's a cheesehead football. You know, the cheeseheads, basically, and the Green Bay Packers. So that is the bar is a Green Bay Packers fan hangout, and it's the #1 biggest, like the club for the Green Bay Packers. And this fellow that I know that would have had access to this and might have even known the owner, although we asked him if he did know that person, the owner, and they said that they did not know him. That doesn't mean too much, because the fellow that would know about this, that had this, actually used to have bars in that area and was a club manager himself. So there's two things that ties. There's three things basically. He's a special effects artist that does do special effects. Had access to one of these that we had at one time. Also is a big cheesehead fan, and used to be a bar owner or club owner and manager in that same area in Humble. So that concludes my investigation. Caught you. If you have a real haunted bar, keep it that way. Don't ever do anything like this. Now, there has been activity reported at that Culver's Bar, so I can't say that it's not haunted. The exploding ashtray was definitely not, because you can see when the manager walks by, he sees it, stops, he goes over and switches hands. You'll see him switching hands with the receiver. This thing was laying into the ashtray itself. Case closed.